Nike under fire for alleged funding of transgender athlete study, a controversial push for fair competition. In a storm of controversy that's causing waves across the sports and medical communities, Jennifer Say, founder of XXXY Athletics, has sharply criticized Nike over claims that the company is funding a study exploring the effects of puberty blockers on children, particularly focusing on athletic performance in transgender athletes. The research, which is said to be studying how male-to-female trans athletes can fairly compete in women's sports, has ignited a fiery debate that goes far beyond the courts and fields. The controversy first emerged through a New York Times article that highlighted the struggles of Blaire Fleming, a transgender volleyball player at San Jose State, whose presence on the court during the 2024-25 NCAA women's volleyball season sparked heated debates. But the drama didn't stop there. The article revealed that Joanna Harper, a trans woman and expert on transgender athletes, is spearheading a study to assess the fitness results of trans adolescents before and after they begin hormone therapy. Here's where it gets dicey. Harper disclosed that the study was being funded by none other than Nike. While Harper was quick to dismiss concerns about funding, citing no issues there, she expressed concerns over the broader political climate. The Trump administration's stance on transgender medical care, she explained, was a stumbling block. But it was Nike's involvement that got people talking. Fox News reached out to Nike for clarification, but so far, the company has remained tight-lipped. This silence only added fuel to the fire, as Say didn't mince words when speaking about the controversy on Don't At Me with Dan Dakich. She questioned the very premise of the study, arguing that it's absurd to evaluate how much a retained male advantage could be reduced to allow trans women to compete with cisgender women. Why is a shoe brand involved in this at all? Say asked. Would we do a study to figure out how many fingers we could cut off a boy to make it okay for him to compete with a girl in tennis? Say's passionate condemnation goes beyond the study itself. She denounces the very notion that medical intervention on young athletes, especially treatments that might result in irreversible changes, could be the solution to ensuring fair competition in women's sports. In her view, it's not just misguided, it's dangerous. This is experimental medical treatment of young boys that disfigures them and sterilizes them for life, she said. Now, you might wonder, where does Nike stand in all of this? According to Say, the funding for the study may have been approved years ago by lower-level executives within the company who were unaware of the controversy it would eventually cause. This is something that happened deep in the organization, she speculated. And this Harper thought, he was proud of it, and he talked about it. I believe Nike is like, oh, crap. Now we have to defend ourselves. So, what's the bottom line here? Is Nike standing by its commitment to inclusivity, or is it getting caught up in a debate it wasn't ready to face? While the company's official stance is still unclear, the broader implications of the study are far from resolved. It raises difficult questions about the intersection of sports, science, and social policies, questions that are bound to get even more complicated as this story unfolds. It's a situation where one has to ask, are we crossing lines that shouldn't be crossed for the sake of fairness in sports? What's the right balance between supporting transgender athletes and preserving the integrity of women's sports? These are tough questions, and they're not going away anytime soon.